Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. I'm your host, Color Fade. It's episode 49, and I'm feeling utterly defeated at this game. There's an encounter on the other side of this that I don't know how to beat. So, I'm going to try one more time. It's been...
Now, let me help.
This has been the most depressed I've felt playing this game. I just don't feel like there's any way to defeat this encounter. Really see any point to continuing to try to defeat it when it so clearly doesn't want to be defeated. People up here set up. Is it? So this is what's a little bit interesting. Is there's a critter on the other side of this. On the other side of this door. They're performing a ritual.
I hope you appreciate this.
Now I have had to switch it to real time with pause because it's not possible. Okay, what are you doing? You've got your AI on. Good job, dummy. Okay. Tried to turn off all my AIs and it still isn't working very well. This is kind of ridiculous. I'm just really disappointed. I'm really disappointed that this encounter even exists this way. So, Socio, can you please make... Oh, I'm going to have him 1 round per level. Well, that'd be nice. She has a bunch of summons too. You can see that my fireball didn't go off. So, in addition to there being just a whole bunch of stuff here. So, if you can manage to kill this thing. Now, here we go. So the monster doesn't get summoned. You don't have to fight it. That's the only way to make this happen. But then at this particular point in time, what you're left with is this wizard. We'll do another ritual with the blasphemer's heart as a sacrifice. So you don't have to fight this big creature. But you do have to fight her, and she, I think, casts Tensor's transformation, and now you can see melee. And look, so 5 attacks at plus 39. She's going to hit you. AC 42, you're not going to hit her. I'm not quite sure how this happens. I don't want Summon Monster 1, I want your other ones. Listen. Dogs. You. What are you doing? So I don't know if the correct approach here is to switch back to turn-based or what. I mean, it's just really disappointing that the game doesn't seem to be built for turn-based in a lot of instances. Smite this thing. Let's see if you can put that on her. See if she'll fall down. Lan, can you manage it?
You won't survive me.
And she just critically hit Seela. So there goes Seela.
Be gone, fiend!
So this is how it feels.
I can't hit her.
There was a flaw in our tactics. I can still fight. This was unexpected.
So, someone at Alcat thought that that was a really good encounter. They thought that would be really cool.
There's beauty hidden in the darkest
Open
places.
your heart to me.
Too bad no one can see it there.
I don't really agree. So I'm gonna do what I can here.
My will is resolute.
I think we're gonna have to switch back to turn-based mode. Clearly, this doesn't work. I'm just not. I really have no idea how to play this game at this level. And by this level, I mean they've designed this game in such a way that they expect people to try to use exploits and cheese tactics to win. So if you want to go in here and just play a straight up party and buff and play the game and be an adventuring party. Okay, listen, I just told you all to go in here, okay? Now you. If you just want to play this straight,
You've crossed the wrong
it's
line.
not gonna work. So it's a little weird to play the game this way. To think, okay, I was just gonna have some fun and play the game, but instead I need to think all the time about cheese tactics and how to cheese the game to win. It's kind of, well, to call it disappointing is an understatement. So I'm not real hip. I think we're just gonna have to skip this encounter. My character doesn't appear to be doing that. That helped. Are you guys casting spells or what are you doing? Can you manage to get any of these up here? Still not casting it, are you? Can you do it now? Okay, that's cool. What about you? Okay, move over there now. Suziel's got a couple of things up here. Okay, give me another one of these. What are you doing? You're shooting the last one? Okay, and you can't shoot her. Is there any chance that you can just shoot that thing? So now, this person is going to Tensor's transformation into an unstoppable juggernaut. So we don't have to fight the Blight Fiend or whatever, but now we can go into this mode. So, Blessed Weapon. Okay, what do we have here? Damage reduction and exceptions adamantine. Neutral evil. Tiefling. What's my to hit on this thing? My armor class is 22, which means that I'm totally getting crunched. I think I gotta do this. Okay. So the Phantasmal Web went off, which is unfortunate. Now a whole bunch of things. Apparently she's not affected by it. Lan, though. He's here. Not sure what the best choice is to do with him, because I don't think he can hit her. Her AC's 40. Can't hit her. She rolled miserably. Still can't hit her.
Endure this.
Wow. Kill my gnome now. Frogs.
Make every strike count.
He's completely unable to hit her. Socio. Where are you, Sos? You're not able to do anything because you can't move. Weird. Open frogs. Socio still can't move, and neither can I.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
So another character that has such high armor class that nobody can hit it. And if I didn't have a special ability,
I can still failed you.
This was not part of the
I
plan.
wouldn't be able to hit her at all.
You won't survive me.
The light take you.
Endure this.
It's a remarkable attack you got there, sister.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Make every strike count.
No glory without risk. I'll just sit here.
It's down to him.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Wow.
I know the way.
The world has suffered enough.
I kind of wish I could be happy about that, but I just don't. I just don't enjoy that. I don't know why the game keeps throwing so many characters at you, that so many enemies at you that have such a high armor class you can't hit them, and have such a high attack that they hit you every time. I'm really puzzled by that design decision, and I'm really especially puzzled by the design decision because I'm playing the game on normal with damage to party at 1. I'm not even playing on core. I'm not even playing on daring. I'm not playing on hard. There is a level up here called unfair, and that's how many of these encounters have felt, is unfair. The AC, that character had a 40 AC, and it had 5 attacks starting at, like what, plus 39 to hit? Is that not the definition of unfair for my level 8 party with normal stats? So, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, if you want to put unfair encounters in the game, put them on the unfair mode. But this person here and this demon here, my party should be able to kill those with just normal tactics, no cheese. That's what normal should mean. Normal should mean if you just play the game and don't cheese it and don't use any exploits and don't summon 1,000 creatures so that your party doesn't get hit. Just play it normal. Then you should be able to win. But instead we're getting encounters that really belong in the unfair category. And I would really like to sit down and have a discussion with the developers from Owlcat
Follow my lead.
to understand their perspective on this and to maybe give them a different perspective. Because I don't feel like they understand what this is doing to the player and how I feel about this game. I don't think they get it. Because these games, these Dungeons and Dragons games, I've grown up on these. I've been playing them my whole life. And I have loved them. But the Owlcat games are the first ones where I don't feel that way. I love parts of them, but I don't love the whole package because of this unfairness.
Not this time.
It's just
I hope you appreciate
I'm
this.
not understanding what their point is
As it should
here.
be.
It feels like a couple of things.
What a find!
It feels like they're trying to compete with Dark Souls. Lesser reach meta manager on a big fucking deal. It feels like they're trying to compete with Dark Souls. And it also feels like they want to punish the player. And it also feels like the only thing they really care about is making sure that the exploiters have a challenge. They don't care about the rest of us who just want to play like a normal game, you know, Dungeons and Dragons. Hey, I'm going to put armor on my character to protect them. You might as well be running around with no armor in this game and just summoning like hordes of monsters, because the game is really designed for you not to get hit. You don't ever want to get hit because they hit so hard. The bosses here just hit unbelievably hard. So
That is not far.
I'm at a loss. I'm not enjoying this part of it. I didn't enjoy that encounter, and I didn't enjoy some of the other stuff that happened down in this big room down here. And I don't know. I'm gonna level up my characters. Maybe that'll make me feel better. Alright, the party has leveled up. Which reminds me to get some spells here. He's got Stone Skin, Summon Monster, Protection from Energy. Grants all allies a 25-foot radius of temporary immunity to a type of energy. The spell absorbs 12 points per caster level of energy damage up to 120 points at 10th level. This is different from Resist Energy, which grants you energy 10 against the chosen energy type. Damage is reduced by 10 points before being applied to the creature. So this is a barrier of 10, and this is a protection up to a certain amount. So both of those things together can make some pretty nice help for you. I've got a bunch of these mirror images and stuff like this because a lot of this other stuff is not these things anymore. Everybody's got belts, so these aren't really applicable. I do need to keep like a C invisibility. Oh no, I got greater C invisibility, so it doesn't matter. I've got it up here in case we need it. We just cast it on the whole group. I got a bunch of the rest of these. In fact, I'm probably gonna grab another shield. Oh, I got a bunch of shields, don't I? I forgot because I got 2 special ones up here. All right, so there's that. Socials, spells. He's got these now. He's got Burst of Glory or Break Enchantment. The spell frees victims from enchantments, transmutation, and curses. Burst of Glory. Allies in the area of the spell at the time of casting gain +1 sacred bonus on attack roll and saves against fear, +1 temporary hit point per cast level. That's a nice little buff. True Scene. That tends to come in handy. Oh, Raise Dead. How nice. See, at this level, this is always funny to me. So it's 5th level. There's a ton of great spells, and you've got 3 slots. This is really what I feel like the game needs to... The rule designers need to change how things work. Because what's the point? You got a whole bunch of spells you're never going to be able to use because you only have a couple of slots. Why don't you just have all of these spells and only let the character cast them either a certain number of times per encounter or a certain number of times per day, or have a round cooldown on them? That's what I think should happen. I mean, there's a bunch of great spells here. There's a ton of them, and these are all really, really good spell resistance. So you can't reduce an enemy's spell resistance, but you can give yourself some spell resistance. You can take on Angelic Aspect, which is really nice. You gain resistance to acid and cold, damage reduction 5 evil. You also gain a +2 deflection bonus. Those are nice. Pillar of Life. You conjure a pillar of positive energy in a single 5-foot square within a range that radiates light as if it were a sunrod. Living creatures adjacent to the pillar can spend a standard action to touch the pillar and heal 2d8 points of damage per caster level. Creatures can move into the square containing the pillar, but if an undead creature moves into the pillar, it takes damage. Undead creatures vulnerable. It's just kind of this crazy slay living. Disrupting weapon. This spell makes the main hand melee weapon deadly to undead. Any undead creature with hit dice equal to or less than your caster level must succeed at a will save or be destroyed utterly if struck in combat with this weapon. Well, since almost everything in the game is like 3 levels or 30 levels above us, it doesn't really matter. Cleanse spell cures 4d8 points of damage +1 per caster level and ends any and all of the following adverse condition affecting you. It's personal ability damage, blinding, confusion, dazzle, disease. So I mean, there's just Breath of Life. Breath of Life can bring a recently slain creature back to life, but it doesn't bring them back to life with like full hit points. It brings them back to life with like a wee little bit, so they're just gonna get killed again. It's some of this stuff is really funny. I don't spell resistance 1 friendly creature. I don't know. Profane Nimbus. Any good creature striking you? Well, hopefully most things aren't good that are striking us. Serenity. I don't know. Summon monster. Should we just do that? How about Flame Strike? That probably won't ever work because everything's immune to fire. Retain your basic physical appearance but shift in some way to become more akin to a genie. You gain a +2 racial bonus on all saving throws. Paralysis, poison, sleep, and stunning effects, and a +4 enhancement bonus to your natural armor class. You also gain +2 enhancement bonus to Constitution. You know, it's like you get +2. By the way, the enemy that you're fighting, instead of having a attack bonus of like, I don't know, 11 or 14, it has +39 to hit you. Just at what point in time do you say, I can't quit? I'm just gonna put a couple true scenes up there. I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do with the way this game is designed, especially on normal mode. It's like there's a bunch of cool spells. There's a bunch of things that would be really neat in specific scenarios, but every scenario in this game is a creature twice your level with 3 times its ability to withstand your attacks and does automatic hits to you, so you don't want to get hit. So really the only thing that matters is, can you summon? Can you summon creatures? That's all. Can you summon creatures? This is that door we could have come through if we come through the other way. What are you guys doing?
Something over there.
Alright, something over there. Hey.
What's on your mind? I wonder.
What's on my mind is wondering what this game could have been like if it was a little bit different. If it was just even a slight bit different than this. Just a little more practicality. Oh, come on, cast this thing over here. Okay, we're gonna get a couple more seconds here. There it is. Yeah, I just think I want you to stay there, Buckwheat. It smacked me, which is kind of funny. It smacked me, but it decided that it was going to shoot the... So he has all these spells now that I've configured. Doesn't have a lot of them right here. Oh, there we go. Summon monster. Some dogs. Lan, you want to shoot this thing?
You won't survive me.
That's joyful. Bless weapon. What is this? He's got 5 damage reduction except magic, so I should just let him swing at me, I guess. Hexer. Okay, I'm gonna make this thing run up here. Who did it try to swing at? He attacked Regil anyway.
Let's try this way.
Okay. The dog has no chance of hitting me. Celine. Not good. Alright. It's gonna swing at Reg, so. Go, Reg. Nice. Good job. That's not what I wanted to do. I was trying to... I thought I still had one character there.
No reason to pause.
Yeah, there is. There's reason to pause. Alright. So how far off does that go? Let's find out. There, that's what I wanted the first time, was one character. But I didn't have it. That looks a little ugly. What's in here? Another thing that we can't kill? Oh, look. What is this? Festering pool of ugliness. Reg, they're gonna try to swing at you because you're out in front, probably. Cool creeper. Oh, finally something that's not super tough. Oh, just step out there. Oh, you can't do it this time. Just a waste of time.
Make every strike count.
Boy, wouldn't I like to.
Did you see that?
Here we go. Right up to the rim. Okay. Right up to the rim. I got a doggy.
This will hurt.
Lots of attacks from these brothers.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
He's quite the guy on that hooked hammer, isn't he? Critical hit there.
Into the fray.
Oh, there's more guys coming. They're still coming out of the pit of ugliness.
You won't survive me.
Well, oh, there's an archer over there. We're gonna have to get him. Sheila. Okay, you're there. Why don't you make sure I don't get hit? At least try to help.
Retreat is not an option.
Lots of critters coming. That thing is... Is there something we're missing here? Are they just gonna... Is there anything we can do about making them stop coming? Not sure that there is. In which case... Oh, he was supposed to be able to move away. Monster dogs. No actions left this turn. Can't do that. Okay. It's a lot of creatures. Land, you need to start killing things so you do extra damage to the ones nearby. That's right. It's like
A
that.
calculated risk.
I might have to haste everybody to get through this. Oh, that one sneak attacked. Where's that one? Right there. Did she get that one? Yeah, but these are closer. Okay, my darling. Inch you closer to Sela here. So next turn you can enlarge her. Do you have spells? Yes, but you can't launch them this turn. Bummer. Okay. Protective luck. Reg. This is on you, buddy.
Kneel before.
It's a destructive force, that boy. Lots of these things. Hey, I saw one of them miss. I saw one of them critically miss. It was like a miracle. He's got a nifty little spell here that I'm gonna use. This one. All creatures that strike you with melee attack deal normal damage, but take a bunch of fire damage. Okay. That hurt. That hurt. Man, shoot these guys over here. These peckerheads.
Endure this.
What's the standard action? Yeah. Okay. Standard action. Sela's about to die. Or did she die? She went down? She's about to go down.
This one's mine.
Sela's down. That's not good. You, my friend. Is she down for good? Minus 16, it looks like it. Okay. Wow. They just keep coming. Interesting. Oh. Of course. Of course. Why didn't I think of that? Oh, an asshole person. Okay.
Pressure attack.
This was not part of the plan.
Yeah. I can see how I stupidly thought this was going to be not too bad. Man. Sister? I'm dead. Why am I still standing up? I'm not entirely sure.
Retreat is not an option.
This pain is excruciating.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? You're telling me, sister. What are the odds here? Oh, just drink my water. You're gonna need it.
So this is how it feels.
Yeah, she's out.
Make every strike count.
Kind of hard to make every strike count when you don't know how to make every strike count.
Be gone, fiend!
He did critically hit it. That's kind of nice.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
But that guy's had a ton of hit points. He's been over there forever. Just Ooh, socios. Getting rocked. Alright.
Kneel before me. I failed you. This one's mine.
That's nice.
You won't survive me.
Well, team,
I'll go ahead.
you left a lot of blood on the ground.
We will win this war.
Oh. Don't be so
The
certain
goddess
about that.
protects us.
Any chance we can just rest right here? Oh, where was where? You guys, get on the campsite. Oh boy. Wow. Oh. Let's see. Alchemy. I have I gave brew potions to somebody, didn't I? No alchemist kit. Choose a potion to craft. Okay. I thought I did that. Oh, no, never mind. I gave scribe scrolling to her. Yeah. Entangle. Unbreakable heart. Owl's wisdom. False life. Bach skin. Stinking cloud. Soothing mud. That might not be all too bad. Have a couple copies of that. Camouflage. Who would be good at camouflage? You would. So who would be good at night watch? There we go. Yeah. Wow. Well, you can see the difficulty of the game ramping up in somewhat extreme ways. It's kind of interesting because that was sort of the flaw with Kingmaker with the
Yet another obstacle.
with the
This was
I'm all done
unexpected.
here. It is finished.
I am helpful, am I not?
Completed your task.
This will leave.
Press the attack!
This should do it.
Retreat is not an option.
This was not part of the plan. This was not part of the plan.
Kneel before me.
I really don't have a lot of commentary for that. See, the two of us still have charisma damage. So It's something that the game likes to do in this particular dungeon, is make sure that you still take penalties. Dead bodies give off an unbearable stench. I'm sure they do.
I am helpful, am I not?
Bastion of the Lion's Heart. Armor class 4, negative. Energy resistance. Eluding target. This is +2 bonus against attacks with two-handed weapons. She can't use this. This is only available to... It's Tower Shield. That's why she can't use it. Okay, so she needs Tower Shield proficiency if she ever wants to use that. Why a paladin doesn't automatically have Tower Shield proficiency is sort of confusing to me. Oh, a rock. Oh. Yaniel shows up. With her left hand, the old woman pulls the dagger from the demon's body. Exhausted by the effort, you and me both, she wipes her brow. Time did not bend me, it seems. I will show you one of the secret old passages were used when Citadel Dresden belonged to us. The woman walks up to the wall and begins examining. You'll get to the Sword of Valor more easily this way. Perhaps the demons don't know about this passage. We already have the Sword of Valor, so it's just... But that's cool. The demons, if you think about it, I've spent most of my life among them. I have to admit, there's something mesmerizing about them. A single demon might be weak or pathetic or cowardly, but when you see them as a collective, it isn't a mass of separate creatures, but a single great force, a tide which might be temporarily slowed but never stopped. The front lines of the abyss, here on the lands of Galarian. Unstoppable, fanatical, forward motion. We have something to learn from them, don't we? We certainly do. And I'll tell you what I personally have learned. That if you have an armor class of 40 and a 2-hit bonus of 39, you're a right force to be reckoned with. I'll tell you what has felt heroic in this game. The demons. I want to be one of them. Because they are powerful and heroic. And so far I have felt like a plebe. And my mythic abilities have been utterly useless. The only person who has had an ability that has been not useless is Seela, because even when she misses, she does some small amount of damage. That seems useful. So, evil is evil. There's no point in looking into it or studying it. On that path, you only risk poisoning yourself. That's right. You only study evil so you can learn how to defeat it. I'm still trying to figure that part out myself. But learning from it, what could you learn from evil apart from how to do evil? You could learn that when the developers give you giant numbers, you kick ass. What's that, Regil? As I recall, the Hell Knights also started out only wanting to learn from Hell's example of discipline and rational social organization. But now look at you. At all of you. I'm looking, and I'm wholly satisfied with what I see. For a moment, the woman's gaze grows heavy. To refuse knowledge because of prejudice? Not the wisest approach, I would think. Here it is. The demons are hiding the Sword of Valor behind this door. Be wary. I heard them bragging about the traps that surrounded the banner. Magical, of course. The Sword of Valor is nearly impossible to destroy, and if they wish, they will drown the entire room in fire, destroying their enemies while leaving their trophy unscathed. Go now, good luck. So... yeah, this is... you know... The Sword of Valor. Didn't we already loot all this crap before? Oh, traps. Wonderful. I thought we already looted the Sword of Valor, though. Oh, we're gonna find out.
I hope you appreciate this.
Locked chest
I am
seem
helpful, am I not?
almost pointless. Has there been anything?
I know the way.
We are clearly in a different room. What is this? Take the Sword of Valor and get pummeled again? Is this a different Sword of Valor than the one we had earlier? I'm confused. Notable. Let's go date. I'm a little curious. Okay. So did we not pick it up before when we got ambushed? And all those things came to eat us? Cloak of Blood Scent, I guess not. Because now we're in a room with another one. Alright.
I will lend you my
You have some
meditate on your
perception. What do you
mistakes.
see?
Might make you feel better. This is not my time yet.
Okay.
I'm alright.
I'm puzzled. How do I... Okay. You know what? This has been a miserable experience. The last part of this dungeon has been awful. And
I'll
I'm
go ahead.
not in the mood to properly approach it. I'm not of the right mindset. So I'm going to end this episode and I'm going to try to figure out how to enjoy this game if it's even possible. My opinion of this title has shifted, and I feel very disappointed about that, because initially I was all over this. I was thinking this was a big step up from Kingmaker, but the longer I play it, the more apparent that the same flaws that marred Kingmaker exist in this game. They are of the same style, which means the same people are behind these decisions, the same game developers, the same designers. Their imprint is on it. It's tainted like a stink. So I'm disturbed because these games have existed for a very long time. Computer role-playing games have been around since the early 90s, even before then. I mean, you can go all the way back to before Ultima. You can go back to text-based MUDs, really, if you want to, if that's what you want to do. But these party-based role-playing games have existed since games like Stone Keep and Wizardry and a bunch of other things. I mean, there's a formula and there's a fun factor and there's a lot of balancing and making sure that it's challenging but not punishing. And the developers at Owlcat have not appear to have learned any lessons from the people who came before them. Those who don't learn from history are doomed to repeat it, but this feels like they're making even more new errors. And it's a shame because look at this world. Look at the graphics here. Look what they've done. User interface, level up, mythic path, spellbook. This is all wonderful work. But it's being marred by an experience that is punishing. I can't see anything up here that suggests there's a trap. My character has perception but can't see it? Well, what's the point then? Why even have perception? Just give us that little cutscene that lets us know there's a whole bunch of acid and,
Ready for
yeah.
anything.
You're just gonna have to tough it out, buddy. So what I'm gonna do... Resist sonic, electricity, cold, acid, okay.
Tio, Wash. Tio, Wash.
So I protected us. Now what? Run up here and... Oh,
Excruciating.
okay. Oh! The Sword of Valor.
They will break against our resolve.
No, they won't. Blindness. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to exit the game and go play something else. Look at this. What are these creatures? Level 7 outsiders with 17 spell resistance, immune to good or cold iron. They're not as bad as some of the things we've seen. But look, they ran over there and just went straight for her and killed her. You know what? Can we defeat these things and just be done with it? Let's just try it. What the hell? This will be the end of the
Crossed the
episode.
wrong mob.
Let's see if we kill these things and be done with it. He's got a good hit. That's nice. Punch it. Unavailable. Socio, just... Me. I'm just gonna haste everybody. Cast haste. Okay. These things like to cast fireballs, don't they?
You won't survive me. Retreat is not an option.
The light take you!
Socio. So they like fireballs. Add that to our list of resistances. Oh, shows the lightning bolts.
Flaw in our tactics.
Yes, there was. They have all the elements. Interesting. Interesting. So, Reg. It said he was illusion. That didn't happen. So Sonic power.
Make every strike count.
Into the fray!
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
No glory without risk!
No glory at all. Who's making that noise?
I swear it.
Baphomet cultist and Abracandilu's votary. Camila, I'd like you to come back over here, please. Reg, well, I don't think this is going to help you. What the hell? Socio. You might be able to buy us time. He needs to heal, but here's what I'm thinking. What are these guys immune to? What do they got? Nothing. So any of these would be good. Alright, I have hasted everybody. Done a bunch of different stuff here. Oh. I gotta go. Not that way. Too bad you can't put him in Overwatch. Man, herself, she can do that. That's nice. He just ran right by there. Okay. Who's there? Sela? Make it not miss. Or make it miss, I mean. Let's see. Reg. What? Can't you go after this guy? You can't swing at him? Swing at him? You can't swing at this guy. Why not? I don't understand.
Kneel before me.
Okay. Socio. Heal everybody. Strange. Let's try another one. Maybe we can get him to fall down. Let's save him. Of course he did. What is this? Can't see him, but you can see him. I hit 4. It's pretty nice.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
It's taking the air elemental out. That's nice. Don't let it hit the gnome if you can. Socio, keep healing. The game likes to do this. Give you an encounter, and when you think you've successfully finished it, then they toss another one at you. Get rid of that.
You won't survive me. Time's not
Is that the
waiting.
last of it? Oh, okay. What's that sword? Did we pull it, or is it a special item? Herald of Pain. Cold iron enhancement +2 finesse wielding to dueling sword. Date from newest to oldest. So it's a... Oh, it's not a real sword. An ancient relic. Okay. I was hoping it might be a real sword.
Open your heart to me.
That would have been dumb, huh?
Madritium Turinos! Madritium Turinos!
Well, considering I'm probably gonna go have to fight a bazillion things outside, I think I'll try to camp here. Thanks for watching, everybody. I think this could be better. That's my opinion. I think this game could be a lot better. Alright, see you next time as always. Subscribe, like, drop your questions and comments down below. See you next time.